Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Today I'm bringing you guys breaking news. The Nook HD tablets were just announced. Less than a couple weeks ago, the Kindle Fire HD was announced, and it was seen as a serious competitor in the 7-inch tablet market. Now, not to be outdone, Barnes& Noble has kind of come out of nowhere. I had no idea they were going to announce their own HD tablets, and last night they announced them. There's going to be two new Nook HD tablets. They're kind of following the same Kindle Fire, what they were planning on doing. Now, to be fair, to make these kind of tablets, they had to do it a long time ago as well. But it just because of how they came out, it seems like the Nook is following the what Kindle did. But it's not. I mean, at the same time, it had to be a while for them to do it. I just wanted to touch a little bit on what exactly the new Nooks are going to have and how it's different from the old Nook tablet and how it compares to the Kindle Fires. First of all, the really impressive thing with the Nook HD is that it has a better resolution for their screen than than every 7-inch out there. So that's really impressive. They actually have a better screen resolution than not only the Kindle Fire, but then the Nexus 7. So really crisp screens. They will be IPS screens, so meaning they'll be like the Nexus 7 was. IPS screens are the same thing that like iPad has and everything like that, which don't tend to be as colorful as, say, like a Samsung tablet. They don't have that kind of vibrancy, but pretty good and always neutral colors. That's what they're known for. So it should be interesting. But their screen resolution is 1440 by 900. Okay, 1440 by 900. The other two companies have a screen resolution of 1280 by 720 or 800, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit, basically a little right above 720p, as where this one is going to be well above 720p. So really good. It should be really interesting to see the screen quality on this one. I'm really interested in how it'll look. They also made it a lot lighter in comparison. So it's lighter than both the Nexus 7 and the Kindle Fire HD. So that's another important thing to note, that they did make it lighter. And it will also be not only 8 gig and 16 gig, but it will have micro SD card slots. So that's another very important thing, that this is going to be the first one with $200 price point. And yeah, I'm making sure in my head that $200 price point with micro SD card expansion. It's a very popular one. I believe the Lenovo has some as well, but they've just never caught on, the Lenovo ones. And I think it's just a matter of them not keeping up with the trend. Yeah. And it will have a dual-core 1.3 gigahertz processor, which I believe the one on the Kindle Fire is a 1.2 by the same processor manufacturer. They're both made by Texas Instruments. And so the last thing, of course, is the price. The price is $199 for the 8 gig and $229 for the 16 gig. Now, if you're ever watching any of my channels, I always recommend going for the higher storage, just because if this is an investment, you are going to want it for over a year to 2 years. So you really should think about getting, a better storage so that you don't run out and like, oh man, now I can't put more apps. Because although the micro SD card will be perfect for your photos, for your videos, and everything else, Android 4.0 doesn't really have you take apps from the main storage on the device, the internal storage, to the micro SD. So I would recommend spending the $30 extra for double the storage. It's well worth it. Now that was the Nook HD, but they're also making a Nook HD Plus, which is a 9-inch tablet. So again, kind of following the trend of 7-inch and 8.9. I personally love 8.9 screens. I think they are really good. I would like to see more manufacturers make those. I think they're just a really good size. And I first saw it when the Samsung came out with it at the Samsung Tablet 8.9, which after that they did not go back to that again. They went to 7-inch and 10-inch. So we've never seen another 8.9 till this year, when we started seeing all these different 8.9s come out. So now this one is going to be 1080p for this one, which again that's a little bit, actually it's a little bit higher than the Kindle Fire HD. The Kindle Fire HD I believe is exactly 1080p. This one's a little bit above 1080p, which is 1920 by 1280. So it has a really good screen resolution, and I'm definitely interested to see that one. I will definitely be doing a side-by-side comparison on my other channel, Ask the Android Guy 1.0. Definitely check out the channel if you haven't. But I will definitely be doing a review against those two, and I'm really interested to see which one is the better 9-inch between them, and which one will be the better one to buy this holiday season. So that's going to be a big thing. The processor on that one is 1.5 dual core. Now that's where it's going to be a little bit different. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the other one was a much faster processor on the Kindle Fire HD. I will go over specs more so on my channel when it comes out. But so that's going to be a very interesting thing to see. Well, it doesn't have the speed, but it does have the better screen quality. This one will also be 16 gigs and 32 gigs built in, plus micro SD card slot. Oh, another thing is they both have Bluetooth. I would have to look into it, but I don't believe the Kindle Fire had Bluetooth off the top of my head. I haven't gotten a chance to play around with it as much. I'm going to be doing all my reviews on the Kindle Fire in the next 2 weeks from now. So I'll be playing around with it more. And the price points for the Kindle, or sorry, not for the Kindle, for the Nook HD Plus are 16 gigs for $269 and 32 gigs for $299. Again, spend the extra $30, get 32 gigs just for longevity purposes. And so that's it. The new Nooks HD tablets, 7-inch and 9-inch, going for the Nook HD and Nook HD Plus. Now this will be really interesting because they're covering the $200 price point to the $300 price point with pretty competitive tablets. I mean, really good screen quality. The only downside, and it's a big downside, will be the Nook interface, how much they improved it. I've seen some things so far, but seeing is never as good as using it, so I do want to use it myself and kind of base it off that. How will it be when it comes out? So we're definitely going to check those two out when they come out and kind of compare them side by side and see, which one really is the better for the alternative interface. If you don't like how Android looks and feels or anything like that, then you can go with these. They are Android based, but they're as close to Android as iOS is, just simply because of the fact that they're very, very different, very simplistic, which is nice, but very different. And the main downside I see to both of them is they do not have the full Android market, but we will see if that's enough to diminish everything on it or not. Alright guys, so this has been breaking news. Thank you for watching. Please leave any comments or questions that you want to check out when I do review these tablets. And feel free to subscribe and definitely like. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.